Act 3, Scene 4. The Lower Depths. That looks really good. I like that. Hard Times Served, yeah. So I've heard. Feels a little like home, huh? It's not all bad memories. Gentler times in a twisted kind of way. Guess we're going in. Kind of late. Are you sure they're open? Sure they're open. This is one of those places. Let's head on in. We are not saints, but we kept our appointment. How many people can boast as much? That's lovely, ma'am. Who said it? A poet. Okay, this is not the place I was thinking it was. So the play was just based on that place. Oh, actually, I suppose it could be. Just without the... Ah, sandwich. Has it got a brick in it? Oh shit. I selected something that I didn't intend it. Ma'am, I hate to say it, but the cupboard is bare. Have some vision, Cricket. We've got 1, 2, 4 patrons. Harry doesn't count. Well, we've done more with less. What kind of music do you play? It's like Cyrano Cole meets Ike Towner, but with a woman lead, and the keyboard's a kind of ambient whisper wave. A little bit more reverb. There's some Dolly Crown in there too, like the early stuff, before she joined the Sheet Swingers. Better drum program in there. I don't know who those people are. Well, you'll hear it in a minute. Now, brick. Come on, brick sandwich. A rough brick between 2 pieces of stale bread sits on the centre of the table, surrounded by a ring of undisturbed dust. What the fuck? So that wasn't even the play being abstract. Goggles. No! You bitch! All I'm pouring tonight is Hard Times whiskey. I can't remember what voice I gave Harry. Sure, I'll have a whiskey. Coffee, right, old man? So I'll have a Coke. No Coke, no coffee. Hard Times whiskey. Forget it. Hey! Shut the goddamn door, would ya? I can't afford to run the AC all night. Sorry, Harry. Oh, it's you two. Where have you been? Never mind. Listen, I can't keep this place open through the small hours of the night just waiting for musicians. Where is everyone? Everybody had to, clear out. Yeah. Did you sell them into slavery? Let's get set up, huh? There's nobody here to listen to it. Can't pay for. We brought some people, Harry. A crowd is forming. Yeah, but also, Don't you trust me, Harry? Well, sure, I trust you, Junebug. But why do those people sound like robots? Ezra flips eagerly through the jukebox's catalogue of songs. What do you think? I don't know how to play this game. Okay. Good, I do still get to look at it. A bulky set of black goggles sit on the edge of the table next to an ashtray, a newspaper and a few empty glasses. Huh. Who do you think that belongs to? Whoever they are, they're gone now. Must have been pretty tank to leave it behind. This thing looks expensive. Right. Come on then. Perform. How's it looking out there? How are you all feeling tonight? Can we get a bit more reverb in the monitors? Harry adjusts the soundboard behind the bar. How's that? Test, test. 1, 1, 1. 3, 50. Lamentation. Lamentation. Sounds good. How's everybody doing? Anybody had a real bad night? How about you, old man? Yeah, real bad. We'll try not to make it too much worse. This is a song I heard in a tavern many years ago at an open mic night. Me and Johnny were out just riding around, you know? You like to drive around, old man. That's my job. Of course you do. So, there's a lot of getting cut off in this episode, isn't there? It's happened so many times. Not always by Junebug either. Sometimes by Shannon. So we're out riding around and we passed this gaudy old tavern. I mean, it was a real dive. Busted up facade. Weeds in the parking lot. Taps all dry. Bats in the bar room. And run by this creaky bag of bones. Looked like the only thing keeping them awake was the fear of death. So glad to be back here at the lower depths. I like that, that was good. Well done. Hey now. So we stopped for an early drink. And there was a lady singing right here on stage. And the song she sang, well, it stuck with us. And now it's a regular part of our repertoire. Never got that lady's name, but she seemed like a sweet girl and she had a voice like Scotch whiskey. And we just hope to do her song justice. So here it is. Too Late to Love You. Okay, I guess this is this act's song. Because each act has a song, doesn't it? And I have kind of liked the previous songs. But they didn't sound anything like this. What's going on? Okay, yeah, I can get behind that. When you left me. gone. Now, it's not really the sort of thing I like, but it's not actively upsetting like a lot of the things that are in the charts at the moment, so... That's such a strange voice she has. I wonder if that's an affected voice that the vocalist is doing. It's got to be some kind of vocoder, hasn't it? Sounds natural at all. Oh no. Well, here comes the roof. Okay, that was the thing. Do I tip you? Well, hope you liked it. Kind of sad, isn't it? Kind of. Listen, we appreciate you folks sticking around for the show. There's nothing more wretched than playing sad songs to an empty room. We've just got to get our fee from Harry. Then we'll get you headed to the, Zero. Okay. I don't need to tip them though. Alright. Harry, pay him. Well, Harry, I think that went pretty well. I'd say the crowd was into it. Reverential. Rapt. I guess the usual fee is about right, and we'll let you get back to your business. Well, that's just damn it. I was trying to tell you two, I can't pay. They cleared me out. I got nothing left but goddamn IOU from the distillery. An IOU? Yeah, I traded them some... I traded them for some whiskey. And I guess I had some surplus credit. So I got this note to get more from them later on. Must have been a hell of a trade. I had to. Gotta keep this place open somehow, goddammit. Watch your language, Harry. Could you pay them with your IOU? Well, very contemporary, very astute. How about it, Harry? Let's push some paper around. Well, it's just... I can collect on it here when they bring more whiskey up. For you to cash in, you'd have to go down to... you know... down to the distillery. Down to hard times. And, you know, it's... you've got to take the zero. So that's what we'll do. How'd you get there? You sure you folks want to head down there? I've never been myself, but I hear... people hear things. Rumors. Do you know another way to Dogwood Drive? Dogwood? Got a letter, did you? I've got a stack of them. Well, okay. Sounds like the zero's your only course now. Harry, you're right. If only. You got a radio in your car? Yep. Well, here's what you got to do. Take a left out of the parking lot, and then just fiddle around on your dial until you hear something familiar. But, I mean, familiar, but strange. You know the feeling? Like, I used to go hunt with my uncle, out in the mountains. And now when I watch those nature programs, they're filmed in the mountains, and there's the deer, and I know all the plants and every kind of tree, but something just doesn't look right. And it's even stranger for being so close to familiar. Something like that. You know it when you hear it. Fix that strange but familiar station on your dial, drive for a bit, and then turn around when the station cuts out. I mean right then. Hope you folks find what you're looking for. Eventually. Always a pleasure, Harry. Is it? Okay, we're going to the zero. What could go wrong? This is the on-road to the zero. Familiar but strange. Well, this station doesn't quite match the bartender's description. Definitely weird though. Let's keep scanning. He said we know it when we heard it. I like her. It's really weird. They do ambient sounds so well in this game. Everything's... I don't know what to say. What's this station? I've never heard this before. Sounds like horses. Horses running. A race. Charlie and I used to go to races sometimes. Charlie, he was your boss's kid, right? The one who... yeah. Must be some memories there. Well, that fits familiar but strange for me. Harry said we just drive until it cuts out. The plot thickens. Oh no! I've summoned horses. That's a problem. Holy shit! They're ramping up on the spooky again. Where was I gonna go? Storage facility. From the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. From the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Fuck it, let's go to the storage facility first. Hall of the Mountain King. Da 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 da. Act 3, Scene 5. That was a mistake. Hall of the Mountain King. Didn't expect that at all. Why is that progression? Bridge ends abruptly, crumbling in disrepair. Time to cut 'em loose, ma'am. You bored? Nah, it's a slow night anyway. I'm happy just tagging along. Let's talk to Homer. They don't keep the roads up too well, do they? Not down here. Who do you think is responsible? Oh well. Let's go to the boardwalk. It's some rope. A loop of decayed rope is coiled on the banister. Some rotten sections have been smoothed over with a fine dust. But where am I going? What is this? Why am I in the Hall of the Mountain King? Computers. Broken computer monitors are heaped precariously among the rocks. A pet carrier for a cat or small dog has been left by the path. A calcified rag wadded in the corner may once have been a blanket. Okay, that's a fire. Backpack. A hiking backpack leans against a rock. A It's empty except for a dusty bag of cat food and a few punch cards. Fire. A pile of discarded electronics burns steadily in the centre of the chamber. Same again. Okay, Amy, what are you doing here? Apart from setting fire to computers. Oh, it's triangles within triangles down here. Shifting, intersecting, overlaying. Isn't it romantic? Let's see. You're here to steal back the love of a boy you once knew, when you were too young to recognise the movements of the heart. And you're escorting her, pretending to have her interests at heart. Well, really, you're in love with the young woman as well. So you've agreed to help him conspire to win her affections. But it's just a ploy to set him up for embarrassment and diminish him out of the picture. I'm into it. Well, maybe I still have the knack. I used to be really good at this. I had 11 novels published, from The Billionaire's Bidding to Fields of Longing. Real hot. Bodice ripping stuff, you know? I miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment. Just me and my thesaurus steaming up the windows. I'm not sure you should be listening to this, kid. I'm not listening. But of course it couldn't last. You know, suddenly it was all computers everywhere you went. I thought I might be able to do something with that. Inject a little libido into those ugly beige boxes. Ha! So I went back to the university and I studied human-computer interaction. And then I picked up Donald's research assistantship here. As a tester. Debugging. In my off hours, I played around with the doomed love story at the core of our little simulation. That seemed to amuse Donald, so I kept at it. I'm afraid I tinkered too much, made it too complex. Now our work is never done. We don't even have to add any new functionality. Bugs just grow on their own, too complex. I miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment. Okay, but why am I talking to you? Why am I here? Old man, talk. Donald puffs on a smouldering pipe while half mumbling, half singing an old country tune. The old river runs through hills and caves not known to us, but down the sunless sea. Oh, who are you? Sorry, did we startle you? I might say you did. I thought you might be one of them. Oh no, you can't be. We've been patching all of their spy holes. We keep the lights dim, the motors running softly. And we rip the smoke out through. That is... what were we talking about? We're a bit lost. Oh shit. Okay. What's that computer over there? Looks pretty vintage. Looks like a harmless old computer, doesn't it? Like some beat up old mainframe exhumed from a university basement and left in the cave to rot. What a flower. No, it's no ordinary computer. I've modified it extensively, and in some pretty experimental ways, believe you me. And that's to say nothing of the software, but you look like a technically minded sort of person. Tell me. Do you know the effects of mold growth on diffuser-based transistor circuitry? The mold would burn up. Exactly, it burns. and oh, the sweet smoke that issues from it. But it also leaves a sticky residue to seep through the machine, forming new connections and creating new circuits. The computer is no longer the pure domain of language or mathematics, but entropy. Thwarted and feeble, we hammer on this derelict keyboard. My name is Reason, King of Kings. We are mere tourists in these ruins. Our keystrokes echo off into the tunnels, boundless and bare. Caves stretch far away. We are too late. Always too late. What? Did you say something? I'm just interested in the mold computer. The mold computer. Xanadu. Heard about it. Okay, I'm gonna have to save. Come on. Right. Well. Perhaps you've read about it in a journal. It's been years since I published anything. Xanadu has evolved significantly since I explained its data structures in my article Literary Multitudes, Hypertextual Narrative as Post-Structural Witness. That was horrible to read. Evolved and then deteriorated. Donald sighs dramatically and takes a puff from his pipe. I'm afraid you are too late, fellow hypertext enthusiast. As the mold accumulated on the circuitry, Xanadu blossomed for a moment into something holy and enchanted. Then all the charm was broken. Do you have any idea what it's like to spend your life building something, then sit powerlessly as your work declines into ruin? Huh. It looks like that links all three of them, doesn't it? Conway drives deliveries and they're closing down. Shannon fixes TVs and they're losing their lease. Ezra's family disappeared. Junebug's the odd one out. We'll let Shannon take this one. I fix TVs until I'm about to lose the lease on my workshop. Oh, they are not long. The days of electron guns and cathode rays. Out of a glowing dream, a ghostly light emerges for a while, then fades. Well, I have my own ghosts. I keep them in there. Xanadu. It's running on that glorious, dusty machine. Take a look if you like. Too late to do anything but smoke and reminisce anyway. Far too late to do anything. Who are these people? What the fuck is going on? Why do more people keep appearing? I don't want to talk to any more people. Who are you, Andrew? Do you know when I first... No. I mean, if this cave were larger, could it... Now I'm getting ahead of myself. I've got it. How would you characterize this space? The one we're standing in now. It's a mess. A catastrophe. Or the site of some ancient catastrophe anyway. Sure. The evidence is all around us. What's burning on that fire? Mysterium tremendum. Sends a shadow scattering momentarily. Lights the mouths of unseen tunnels. That fire is constantly reshaping my... Close your eyes. Will you close your eyes? Not happening. Don't like you, Andrew. Oh, how disappointing. What are all these computers for? Computers? Oh. Now I remember, I was writing on them. I described a cave. That was my job. Describe the cave. There's a great history of caves in the literature. Don't you know? Walls of frozen rivers of orange stone. Isn't that vivid? I had a lot to live up to. I was a grad student studying statistics when I started working with Donald on this project. He said he needed someone with a more analytical mind to do the descriptive writing. Someone who would appreciate the cave descriptions as real labour, instead of taking their authorial voice for granted. Donald warned me it would be long hours of typing painstakingly detailed descriptions into the computer. I've put in the hours, believe me, I've put in the hours. I've described every facet of this cave in such detail as sometimes I don't know if I'm reading or looking, writing or exploring. Often, in the dark and lonely moments, I worry that in my sleep I've transformed rooms from my dreams into the system. How would we know? They can only be entered with precise, faithful detail. That's all I know how to write. And all I dream about is caves. I only dream of caves. I didn't like talking to Andrew. I liked talking to Donald. I didn't like talking to Andrew. And now there's a gate. Will this path never end? I'm tempted to just fuck off to Xanadu and be done with it. A massive gate constructed out of scavenged materials blocks the passage down the far side of the spot. Good. Thank you, gate. Oh no. I'm looking at the gate again, aren't I? Roberta? Who are you? Shut up. Go away. There's too many people. Alright, fine. We'll talk to her as well. The kingdom is in peril! Well, what else is new? Where's the kingdom? You're in the throne room. There are 3 legendary treasures hidden throughout the castle that will restore these ruins to their former glory. Do you work here? Work? You could call it that. I gather old circuit boards and throw them in the fire. Sometimes I fish out precious metals and let them cool into toxic gems. I put them in my hair. Okay, I like you. You're more fun than the last person I talked to. Enchanted jewellery, talismans. A magic mirror that prevents the future. A magic shield that protects the bearer from age. A magic chest that's always filled with... I never went to the university. I was an independent scholar. It means I took to the public libraries like a beachcomber. I studied fairy tales. And then I came to work for Donald. I paid the bills. Rubbed leathering elbows with academics. Scraped black mould from cave walls. Finally, now, I carry the firewood into... senescence? What the fuck kind of word is that? Senescence. Wow. The kingdom is in peril. Okay, she was fun. Completely delusional and insane, but fun. Let's look at Xanadu. Baffling control panels are sheltered from the elements with a worn tarp. A closet-sized wall of knobs and wires looms behind the machine, humming faintly. An electric typewriter is the only easily recognisable component. I don't want to go back to Donald. I want to play with the computer. How do you think we get it started? This old thing? Maybe there's a hand crank around. Oh, it has a run key. What does that do? That fucks shit up. Act 3, Scene 6. Xanadu. You pressed the wrong key and melted reality. Congratulations. Okay, we're back looking like another world again. I do like that art style. Xanadu. At Denevado. How am I meant to read that? You are... standing at the... something old... broken... around you is a... Okay, this is like trying to read Leap when it's your first time. Ha, this thing is in rough shape. Try blowing on it. Conway blows some dust off the keyboard and presses the return key. Small brick building. You are something of the road before a small brick building. Around you, a... Okay, that's worse. You know, sometimes this game reminds me of David Firth. It's sort of... Well, if you've seen some of his cartoons, you know what I mean. Try typing help. Conway, typing help. That's something recognised, maybe? You are in east-west passage with something everywhere. Horses. Sophia and Lula. Over the computer. Something carrying on their back being... It's the first strip. Everything... yeah. Time for some percussive maintenance. Conway thumps the side of the machine with his palm. Oh, I have my Fort Woody Gorser with me. Old systems like this can build up a remnant magnetic field that sort of warps everything along whatever pattern it's settled into, you know? The Gorser clears that by suddenly shaking the magnetic field around until it's uniform again. That's how I like to think of it anyway. Like shaking the snow globe. Worth a shot. I hope it fixes the volume, because I'm being blasted again. All of the Mountain King. Stop it. After it may have been 7 years, you stumble in a tunnel. Well, okay. Stalactites adorn the ceiling, like something on the centre of the anonymous rock spire. This is where you set up your equipment. Premature end of file. Press any key to quit. This is a lost cause. What a piece of junk. Oh, thank you. The relief, my ears. My word.